Yeah. We good?
All right, now we good.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Again, shit. Thank you for coming through.
Oh, appreciate you for
For
inviting me.
Barclay.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? We sitting here with
Milestone, the King of Cowboy, you know what I'm saying? From the Sticks, North Carolina. Been in Atlanta since 2009, you know what I'm saying? Country boy with a city perspective, you did?
yeah. So what's crazy that I wanted to dive right in because we've been chopping up the whole entire time, and it's crazy because
Really.
I'd be like, dang, hold on, wait for all that shit y'all telling me. Every time y'all come, y'all like start unpacking, and I appreciate it because what I wanted to do with this is like artists like you and I, who've been seeing each other around the circuit, now sitting down as men.
Right.
You know, we're men at this current moment. And
Facts.
we're unpacking shit, and I'm grateful that the people who come can talk to me. Because that's all I wanted to do this shit for.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's just, you know what I'm saying, we talk anyway whenever we out, whenever we see each other, so,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying, we'd be able to do this in this space, you know what I'm saying, just a continuation of that, you know?
Yeah,
So,
bro.
yeah, definitely.
Solid. So diving right in, Milestone, right?
Yes, sir.
One of the dopest names that I run into.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Like my thing that I think about is like you traveling, doing what you doing, traveling miles, and the things and the art that you do is set in stone.
That's hard.
Yeah,
I like that one. I like that one. You know, honestly, that's a new one right there. I might have to.
Yeah, no, that was the gift.
I appreciate that.
No,
Appreciate
for real,
that.
but I really,
Yeah.
every time I hear that, I was like, that shit fire. I wish I had that name.
Appreciate it,
So,
man. Yeah,
bro.
definitely.
So where did the name come from? Tell me a little bit more about it and talk to me.
Okay, so I went by another name at first, and it's embarrassing to say, but I will say it because, like I told you, nothing's off limits. So you know what I'm saying. So I used to go by a name, crazy shit called Groundhog Status. Do not ask me why, but
That's not that bad.
it's terrible.
It sounds like an album.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And I've been told that. And, you know, honestly, the music back then I was making was trash, and I just wasn't really where I wanted to be musically. I started to really just grow. I'm not gonna lie, I started to see a lot more things differently and started just really just analyze life more as I started to smoke weed. And, you know what I'm saying? Bro, what? Oh, my God, bro. It's just eye-opening shit. And it was like from there, you know, it just came to my mind one day. I was listening to a song by Sci High the Prince, and it just came to my mind. Like, it was just like it just said milestone. And I just looked up the definition of a milestone, and it's three different definitions. One is a significant time or place in history. The other one is it's the markers on the side of a road that helps cars stay on the right side of the road. And the last one, I don't remember off the top of my head, but those were the two that really stuck to me. So I said, okay, that's what I want my name to be. So Miles and then Stone, something that's something smooth, something that's simple, something that so I feel like can, it's just I feel like marketable. You know what I'm saying? And that too, is something that means something. You know.
You sound like a jazz player though.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy too because I actually, I grew up, playing instruments. So it's like, I was in a jazz band. I was in a jazz band in middle school and high school. I actually was.
What school you went to?
I went to a high school in North Carolina.
Okay,
It was
gotcha.
small, a little small high school.
You were in Atlanta around the time I was in. Okay, cool.
I wasn't here.
2009. Got you. That's making sense.
Yeah.
So that's dope. So the marker is called Milestone. Like, so it'd be like those little green like rectangle type of thing.
Yeah, I think it's the yellow markers.
Oh, the yellow markers.
The yellow markers.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
In stone, Milestone. Got you. Never really paid attention to that shit. That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I didn't know they had an actual name to them, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fire.
Right.
So you said in that, I started getting a new perspective on life. Like, so what brought you to do this? Like, be a performer, to be a rapper? Like, what brought you to this?
Every time that I've done something great, my back was against the wall before. This was one of the first times in life when my back was against the wall. This was in middle school, actually, where I started to really take music seriously. I just continuously write. I continuously started writing. My first nephew was born. I was going through a lot mentally in school. Confidence was low. Just times of I didn't understand what I was going through, but during that time frame. That was my first encounter with depression, and it wasn't dealt with properly. You know what I'm saying? Even as a boy, you know what I'm saying, you taught to be certain ways and do certain things. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times I wasn't able to. No one was around me to be able to help me to, you know what I'm saying, at home, to understand what it was I was going through and to kind of like, listen to me when it comes to different things. And that's when I started to get to the dangerous thoughts of suicide and things like that. And Music is what brought me out of it. I bought Jay-Z Black Album, and that was the first album that that was the second album I actually bought. The first one was Jay-Z Blueprint 2. And from there, it was just like, music my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Blueprint,
Like,
yeah, the Blueprint series was dope.
yeah,
So,
definitely.
So I'm asking that because like it was a different type of energy in the Blueprint. What did you take from the Blueprint that gave you wings to, or the Black Album?
The Black Album. So the Blueprint was the start. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was one of those things that was a start for me. Just I liked music then, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was other times I was able to listen to music from my peers. They may let me borrow their CD player, listen to music for a second, you know what I'm saying? But like actual my own CD player, back when the CD players was a thing, you know what I'm saying? And you get mad as hell, somebody tap your shit because they'll skip.
No, this shit, that shit did used to say non-skip, but that
Right,
shit
skip like a motherfucker.
Get
Hell
one
yeah.
scratch on that motherfucker.
So weird, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like Black Album, it was like a emotion that I never really sensed before, because it was like him saying like, I'm done with this shit, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like I was done with life, and that's what I got out of it. And it was just like one of those things where it was just the emotion of it, the power of the songs, just a lot of things he was saying. It just really resonated with me. And I just said, you know what?
I can do that.
This is something that I want to be interested. This is something I want to take serious. It's something I feel like can help me to kind of express what I'm feeling without me getting angry and, you know what I'm saying, doing a whole bunch of crazy shit like I used to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
People get it fucked up when they say, oh, that's a nice person. No, they got a flip side to them, too.
Facts.
Everybody is one attitude away from fucking flipping.
And listen, you can't take advantage of people, and you can't take nothing for granted. You can't take advantage of people, because the thing is that a lot of times people don't understand, like, you know what I'm saying, that person is showing you love. Why take that love and misuse it, mistreat it just because, you know what I'm saying, it's something that's being shown to you that's a little bit more gentle, a little bit more soft, a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, of give you more space of understanding. You take that as, this is something that I'm gonna have forever. Oh, this is something that's just gonna be just some little shit. No, don't take this shit for granted, and don't take this shit for granted. Do not, and don't get it fucked up. Like when the shit flip, then you're gonna be wondering what's up. Then you're gonna be wondering what happened to you. You're gonna be victimizing yourself when you really brought it upon yourself. Like, yeah, man, it's people don't understand that, man.
Gotcha.
It took me a while to understand that.
Right, so that brings me to something. You said in yellow light, like, you gotta know the difference between patience and
moving slow.
So, like, you know, by you saying that, has somebody took advantage of you and you move too slow on recognizing it?
I think that that line just goes into so many different aspects of life, you know what I'm saying? So patience and moving slow, like you can pace yourself. I think a lot of times, I know as an artist, like we want something, we want it right now, you know what I'm saying? And it's just one of those things where you have to have patience, because part of patience is appreciating what you got right then and there and taking it day by day, and that's the patience part of it. Because I mean, over a 30-day time span, you might have accomplished a lot more, you know what I'm saying, than trying to move too fast, and then you get something that really isn't sustainable. It's obtainable, but it's not sustainable. So then it's like, you know what I'm saying, you end up losing that shit. And then when you're moving too slow, you move into where it's lackadaisical. It's that lackadaisical feeling. It's like,
get to the space to be
right.
blessed.
Because
I'm with you.
sometimes, you know what I'm saying, like people who I know who have a certain spirituality, like they believe that everything is going to come to them at the right time. And that's nothing wrong with that. But it's a very thin line between just waiting for something to come to you and actually having to pace yourself to go and get it, go and find whatever it is. It's a very, very fine subject and a very, very thin line between the two. And that's why I say that line. That's what really motivated that line, because it's something that really is, it really kind of, plays with the law of attraction, because it's one of those things that you can go and get something, but then it's like, when do you go get it? How do you go get it? When do you supposed to find it? And it's that thin line of knowing what's what and not moving much at all to go and find it, which some people like to stand. Some people like to stand still, and then sometimes you have to be still. And it's know the patience, know the difference between patience and moving slow, bro.
Yeah. So okay. So what things do you do to like I guess differentiate the two? Like, what do you do? Like, if you can tell anybody, what is that?
I'm gonna be honest, like I don't have that all figured out, bro.
That's
Because
a
it be
great ass answer.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna act like I do, because it's one of those things that it's for each individual. Your spiritual path, your journey is going to allow you to see where that's at for you individually. Like, but you have to just be in tune in with, you know what I'm saying, your inner self, with your higher power, to know, like, you know what I'm saying, when are you moving too slow? When do you need to have patience? When do you might need to pick up the pace a little bit? When do you need to go? When is the right time to go for whatever it is that you're trying to go for, whatever it is you're trying to do, you know what I'm saying? And when is the right time to stay still? Because there is a time for each. And that's something that's individual, you know what I'm saying? I can't really give that's my answer to that.
No,
Yeah.
I love it. That's
thank
it.
you.
That's all I needed, bro. So,
Sure.
okay, so earlier we did the verse, you know what I'm saying? You snapped.
Thank you,
and
bro.
and
Appreciate it.
What's crazy, you said, you was like, damn, it's been a long time since I felt that energy. But, 2 years ago, I guess that would make it 2021, so I'm assuming that all of this happened around the same time as far as writing.
This was 2020. This was all like that was
from 2020.
that was 2020. Yeah.
But Black Man Getting to the Money
Yes, sir.
was
2020 as well.
As well, right?
So the whole project was recorded in a matter of 24 hours.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I did the whole thing.
That's fire.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I had so
You
much.
look tired still, no?
I had so much motivation, and so much built up energy from that time frame. And if I may expound on Black Man,
Yeah, I wanted to hear
oh my God, Black
Video,
Man.
I wanted you to expound definitely on the break it all the way down. Listen.
Absolutely. So I will say this. So the song came from a time frame. So I just put it out there. Entrepreneurs and anyone who's an artist, a lot of times we have to have our own time to ourselves. So a lot of times we are doing the Lyfts, the Ubers, the DoorDashes, and we're doing a lot of that stuff to, you know what I'm saying, help sustain, you know what I'm saying, because nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5. A lot of times a 9 to 5 does have a set schedule that we may not be able to commit to all the time. So we may end up having to jump from 9 to 5 to 9 to 5. During this time frame, I was doing Uber. And during this time frame, I'll never forget. It was the last ride I had late night on a Saturday, and you know what I'm saying, it was for me to get a certain amount of rides so I can get this bonus or whatever that Uber had. So during this time frame, this was like late night. The guy get in the car, this white guy get in the car. He smelled like alcohol. He gets in the car with some alcohol, which I already was against. But I was like, it's last ride of night. Fuck it, is what it is. But that was my mistake number one. And so from there, he canceled the ride in the middle of the ride, which, I mean, people were able to do back then. And so that means you don't get paid for the ride. So I was like, yo, like, I need you to be able to get paid for this ride. You cancel the ride. Either we can go to the ATM, you can get some money out, or, I'm going to have to drop you out somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, we go to a QT. I park in a handicap spot, which I'll bring up later, reason why that's significant. So I'm like, you go to the ATM. He's not trying to get out the car, so we're going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Go back to that parking space that I parked in. So policeman pulls up right next to me, tells me to, you know what I'm saying, I got the spot because it was a handicap spot. I say, okay, cool. It was like 2, 3 in the morning.
What in the
2, 3 in the morning.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
bro.
So 2, 3 in the morning, tells me he got the spot, you know what I'm saying? Okay, whatever. During this time frame, though, I didn't feel all the way good about the situation. So actually, I was just finna be like, you know what? I might need to go ahead and see about, you know what I'm saying, this situation right now since, you know what I'm saying, since this police is here. I don't know, it's Cobb County Police, so it might not go my way. But I said, but before any of that could even happen, he gets out of the car. Then I didn't know because, of course, I'm on the driver's side. He's on the, you know what I'm saying, the other side and shit. And so then he gets out the car, I didn't see, but he had a gun out. He had a gun out. Just to think I could have been a Trayvon or Ahmad, doing what I do to make a living, whitey full of liquor, being on this earth with folk who want you dead is dumb hard. Them oppressors so opposed to killing unless it's a nigga. Got that gun in head, about to make a quick decision, probably know someone in power, murder me, then get acquitted.
Ooh,
That's from that.
bro.
That's from that.
So it was a blessing that they pulled up. Real
life, I could be dead with a fish fry or GoFundMe.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Damn, that's deep.
Yeah.
I didn't even expect that.
That's that second verse from Black Man.
I
It's
do.
that.
I remember that. I
That's
was like,
that.
because I like the way you wrote that shit.
Thank you, appreciate that, man. That's real shit, and that was from that. I could have been during that time frame. This was a lot of unarmed black killings. This was during that time.
So hold on, you gotta tell them to go check out the video now.
You gotta check out the video. Yeah, you gotta check out the video. So the video, it's Black Man. It's on my YouTube page, YouTube/I am Milestone / I am Milestone. Definitely check that out. And the video, so it's set at a. So we did a whole setting. Shout out to my homie Nell D. She had some amazing cameras, and we were able to just shoot the video at this spot. Everybody dressed up in like it's one of those slavery type of settings, and you know, the video goes from a black man being a slave to, you know what I'm saying, actually being a slave to, you know, him and some of his partners actually, you know what I'm saying, venturing out, you know what I'm saying, they leave the plantation, they leave the, you know, the slave owner trying to see about them, but, you know what I'm saying, they end up getting away. And you know, that was symbolic for me from, you know, so that was symbolic me as well because of that situation and just other situations I've been in as well, different jobs I've had where I felt like as a black man trying to make a living out here, I wasn't allowed to be myself. People wanted me to be somebody else other than being a black man. People may look at my skin color and feel a certain type of way. People look at the way I dress and may feel some way. People may look at my hair and think whatever. It's just certain connotations would come, and then it's like the thing that's supposed to be the right thing, the thing that's the right attire, the appropriate attire, the appropriate hair, whatever is really just, you know what I'm saying, a white thing, because it's normally it's really a European way of thinking. It's really a European standard. You know what I'm saying?
No, you talking shit.
Right, bro.
Yeah.
And those standards, I feel like why I project those standards on me, and it's just so many times I've had to leave jobs because those jobs was not allowing me to be myself. And you know, any job I have had, they allowed me to be myself, were jobs where I wasn't getting paid much shit either. So it was like, you know what I'm saying, either or.
I know.
Deal with one or the other. Deal with one or the other. Which one?
Yo, real spill.
Yeah.
So I guess that brings me to my next question, which is like, you know, the Country Black Man.
Yes, sir.
That's
yes,
the name
sir.
of the album?
That's the name of the EP. Yep.
Name of the EP, right? Mm-hmm. And I've seen a wardrobe change.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, tell me about, because you're saying being yourself. I feel like you're being more yourself than I've seen you in the circuit.
Absolutely.
For a very long time. So, what is the change of Milestone in a Country Black Man?
Two things. One was the fact that at first I had a stylist, and my stylist during the time frame while I was in college, she wanted me to dress a little bit more retro. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have my own sense of style. Then I was a country boy, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of folks from the country, you know what I'm saying, God bless us, but we don't know how to dress. We don't. I hate to say it like that. A lot of us don't know how to dress. That's just truth. A lot of us don't. Right, I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, a lot of us don't. And like, I didn't know how to dress, and I just really just, you know what I'm saying, just was following her lead, and I started to really, like, you know, get in tune with a lot of the thrift stores and try to find my own way. And from there, I just said, you know what? Because I never really embraced being country, because when I first got down here, like, I went to a school that was really, a lot of rich folks went to the school. A lot of daughters and sons of rich folks went to the school, or folks who, like, you know what I'm saying, had the privilege of going to, you know what I'm saying, being in more of those inner cities and different communities that I didn't grow up around. So, you know what I'm saying, me being country, it was looked down on, and I just, you know what I'm saying, I didn't want to be that, you know what I'm saying, because it was looked at. Yeah, right. So I had identity. I definitely had some identity problems in growing up, but it was just one of those things where it's like, you know what? This was my one time. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be me. And regardless of how I get looked at, regardless of how people see, because I've been wearing cowboy boots before it was cool to do so. You know what I'm saying? And it was like one of those things where it was like once I did it, it was like once I did it and once everything was what it was, then it got established, and then people knew, okay, when they see that cowboy hat, they know it's me. And then also as well, I'm not gonna lie, as music started to change more, you start to see more artists mix country with their music. And I'm not gonna lie, Lil Nas X definitely made it to where it was more acceptable at the time frame. He really definitely did. And then there was some other artists, you know what I'm saying, Blanco Brown, and a few others that, you know what I'm saying, these are black country artists who made it acceptable acceptable to be country and be from the country, and then the fact that I also help work at a ranch too. It helps to brand what I do as well, because folks ask me, you ride horses? Actually, I do. Come to the horse, come to the ranch. Everything horses. ET Horses 2022 on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We do have an equestrian experience for everybody of all ages, so definitely feel free to come check us out. Let me know.
So,
Let me know.
you know,
Definitely.
that brings me to something, Raised in the Sticks. Like, that flow was crazy on that shit, by the way.
Thank you. I
Like,
appreciate that.
I don't know what the fuck you were saying.
Yeah.
Talk about the one, like, and the way you performed it, you had this suit on, I saw. You fucking went crazy on that shit. So, Raised in the Sticks, right?
Yeah.
How did that help you adapt to the city, or was it hard for you to adapt to the city because you was raised in the sticks?
Man, it was hard to adapt to the city. I'm not gonna lie. Like, college was really the bridge. Like, as much as I can't stand college, because I felt like college was just it was just one of those things that I felt like was an eye opener in a bad way. It could be a good way. Honestly, let me not say that, because it was both. It was good, some good and bad. I've met some great people in college, but I will say that college is a business like everything else, and I did it more so for my family more than I did for me, but it was a bridge to cross to help me to really, you know what I'm saying, get the pace and get the, I guess, the awareness that someone should have living in a city, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, you know, having the best of both worlds. Now it helped me to really be able to see things differently, you know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, the sticks is just like, you know, I was just talking about where I'm from, the dirt roads, you know what I'm saying, country roads, shoot out at the sit go, like stuff I've been, you know, stuff I've seen, stuff I've witnessed, you know what I'm saying? Looking to soul of a man raised, piss pole, getting around, slick throw, little town, bit goes. Like, that's the type of stuff that, you know what I'm saying, like, just I can put in a picture to let folks know where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? Like, let folks know this is where I'm from. Like, it really is it's a different aspect of life you get when you come from, like, the country, like the real country where you grew up, where, you know what I'm saying, it's less than 1,000 folks in that population of where that's at. Your graduating high school class is less than 50 kids type shit. Like,
Damn, like we know everybody in this.
We know everybody, and then when you know everybody, I knew I wanted more, because I'm like, man, I'm sick of y'all. Respectfully, I love y'all, but I'm tired of seeing y'all. Yeah, little town, big goals. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's a dope project name.
And that's the thing too. Like being in a little town, a lot of times people have a smaller mindset and smaller perspective on what life really is.
Bird cage.
Definitely, and a lot of that comes from the country. And I love my country folks, but a lot of times, a lot of folks, I've known some folks who moved out here and they ended up within a year they were back home. Because they could, it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's actually being able to make it in this concrete jungle. Because, I mean, you know what I'm saying, and back home where everything is a certain way, you know what I'm saying, a lot of folks in the city could be able to survive in the country because they have certain survival tactics and stuff, and it's a slower pace. That's the only thing that really makes it, you know what I'm saying, makes it different for them, and the thing they don't like about it, but they can survive. Somebody in the country moving up to the pace of the city, it's different, you know what I'm saying, because it's already that caged bird mindset, and then you have to unlock it to be able to see what else is out there, to be able to be aware of the energies, the people, the scams, you know, my God, just all type of shit that you have to be aware of that you don't get when you in the country. A lot of things you don't have to come across, the pace of things, the how much you have to work, how hard you have to work, the how much you have to get right. You have to gain. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do something with your life, otherwise, I mean, if you want to just live a life where you're working 9 to 5, you know, so you might be to find a perfect job for you and be able to make a living. But if you're trying to do something, which most people do, move out here with some type of aspiration to do something, then yeah, you got to find a way, and you got to, and a lot of times in the country, you know what I'm saying, your pace is slower, your mindset's different, so you have to get out of it.
You don't recognize patience from moving slow.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
You got bars though. I'm fucking with you.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
And it's the last question, because I definitely want to make sure people know that you are a Negro who got a family. And I've been wanting to say flea market, because it just gives me a nostalgic type of energy, bro.
Right.
And I love your setup.
Thank you.
Like, you be in a city like the the more recent time I've seen you when we've been out has been selling your merch. So tell
Yes,
me a
sir.
little bit about like the family market, bro.
So, Family Market, you play for your fashionable and your classic needs. That's spelled FAMLEI Market. And the reason why I spelled it that way is because if me spelling it the original way when I was going to buy the domain, it was $1,000
Yeah, hell
a
no.
year.
Real estate, internet real estate. That's what they call
You
that shit.
did. So that's just like, okay, so Family Market spelling it the regular way, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, it was a little bit boring too, and just the way I was able to flip it, to spell it a different way, I feel like it just gave it a little bit more pizzazz, a little bit more ownership of, okay, this is me, and this is kind of my own.
It don't seem. Sorry for cutting you off.
Go ahead, you good.
It don't even seem ghetto either.
Yeah.
Or hood.
Yeah.
I don't care about any of those, but I'm just saying, like,
Right.
it's dope though. It's very creative.
I appreciate I thought about that too. Like I wanted something that was. I always think about how marketable is something when I'm thinking about names, when I'm thinking about of brands, project myself. Like I'm thinking about how marketable is it, you know what I'm saying? And Family Market was a business that I started back in 2019. That's why I created the website. I've been selling clothes since 2017 on different sites, and I made good money off of those. However, when I started to really take it seriously and take it upon myself to start vending, to start hitting these different events, it started to make ways for different things. So I sell vintage jackets, jerseys, tees, and hoodies of all different kinds. Some stuff I do have more recent stuff as well for some of those who are into some more recent shirts as well. Unfortunately, we have some late people that are recent as well. You know what I'm saying? I've been able to find some vintage stuff, some stuff of theirs as well. But everything you see is classic and authentic.
There it is.
It's the authenticity of it. I make sure to authenticate everything I get, and it's just been helping me to be able to make money. And it's something I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about finding stuff that is therapeutic for me, but also as well just seeing people's faces light up when they come to the table and see all the stuff. Right, just seeing that and just seeing, you know what I'm saying, like some old heads that got stories about, you know what I'm saying, certain time frames where they remember from this certain artist, this certain cartoon, this certain, you know what I'm saying, jersey, this certain athlete that might be their favorite athlete, might be my favorite athlete type thing, and just the stories we're able to, you know what I'm saying, to exchange when it comes to stuff like that. And so that's the love of it, and then also as well being able to make money doing what I love. This is now really my main source of income now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I'm able to travel. I've been traveling, going out the state, you know what I'm saying, to different states, pretty much being on tour for the past 2 years, just, you know what I'm saying, doing that, just performing and selling clothes.
That's dope.
And so I'm not losing anything when I go out, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually, gaining.
That's dope. So, okay, in closing, bro, tell them what you're working on currently, and man, close it out for us, bro. I appreciate it.
For sure, I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
This is dope.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man. Hey, man, shout out to Carter Barclay, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him.
Calling me Cardi, that's how he know me. Like, only people that know me be calling me Cardi.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Barclay, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure, you know what I'm saying, to keep supporting this brother, doing some amazing things, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely good vibes, good peoples. As far as me, you know what I'm saying, you can follow me at I Am Miles Stone. It's 4 words, I Am Miles Stone. 4 words, it's that simple. And Family Market, FAMLEI Market. So right now, I'm the Country Black Man EP, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be on streaming platforms. It's going to be June 9th, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be out then, and from there, I'm setting up a tour right now. And so if there's any cities that's out there, anybody that's out there in different cities, you know what I'm saying, let's definitely talk some business. If y'all want to have me come out to your cities, definitely just let me know. Let's definitely talk about that. Set up a tour right now. And also, you know what I'm saying, continuously with familymarket.com. Honestly, I'm getting new stuff every week, multiple times a week. So I'm always going out shopping, some therapeutic for me. If it's something that you see on the website, FAMLEI Market, FAMLEI Market.com, if that's something that you see up there that you want, you can get it, you know what I'm saying? If it's something that you don't see that you want me to find, well, give me the option to be able to find it for you, because that's what I do. This is my gig, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm working on. And as far as other projects, there's definitely some things lined up, but we definitely right now we're gonna be focused on Country Black Man EP. You did?
Solid, man. It's been Bar for Barclay with I Am Miles Stone, Family Market.
Yeah.
Listen, man, tune in, keep chopping up with us, man. I am D Barclay. Peace. Thank you, brother.
I appreciate you, man.
This is really good getting to know
Appreciate
you, man.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Yeah,
This
man.
is hella
Yeah,
good.
I'm glad we was able to, actually talk. I've been wanting to do, definitely, like I said, we see each other all the time, and you always been a good person, good energy.